2 days ago, I got a call from a lovely client of ours that unfortunately had some radiators removed, and in the process, the central heating came on and it pumped all the water into the lounge carpet. She called me in desperation saying, "Help, what can I do?" And unfortunately, we cannot at the moment go out. So what I advised is the following, and I thought this might be helping you as well. What to do if you have escape of water in your home. My name is Pierre de Wet with Art of Clean, and I am here to help you today with what to do if there's an escape of water in your home. Notice I say escape of water. There's a little difference between that and if you have a flood. Some people might refer to it as a flood. I'll make another video about that another day. Today, I'm going to talk about clean water that has landed on your carpet and has caused a bit of a mess. First of all, advice would be to absorb as much of that water that's escaped as much as you can, as quick as possible. The easiest way to do that is go get some old towels, anything absorbent, and soak that water up. Apply some pressure and just leave it down, apply pressure until you can soak it as much as you can. Of course, if you have access to any extraction machine, like a carpet cleaning machine, to suck the water out of the carpet, that would be very, very helpful. Now, once you've removed as much of that water, and this is what we'll do as well if we do attend your home, if there was escape of water, we'll go and extract all that water off the carpet as quick as possible. The next step is really important. So what you want to do now is lift the carpet and look at your underlay. The underlay is what sits under the carpet. I'm quite sure you know what it is, but if you need advice, don't worry, phone us or email us and I'm more than happy to help. The underlay is key. There are different underlays available on the market, and here are only 3 of the so many that's available. And this carpet would have let the water through to the underlay. I have a tub of water here to demonstrate what I'm going to explain to you now. So the underlay gets wet in the same time, and of course you have now soaked up as much as you can, but the underlay got wet. You have soaked up, and you think, you know what, the carpet is fairly dry, I should be okay. The problem is, 2 days later, that carpet smells very bad. And here's the reason why. You will notice that for a few moments now, I've soaked this underlay in the water, and I have subject number 1, I have subject number 2, and I have subject number 3. Now, what do you think is happening here? There is one underlay here which I would say, if you dry the carpet in the right way, you might not even need to lift it out. You probably will be saving it. And that is this old soggy, ugly underlay here. And the reason for that, you can see it releases water really easily, and there's a rubber crumb underneath. If we suck the water out of this, we place an air mover between the carpet and the underlay, it would dry this out fairly okay. You're very unlikely to have much problem with smell. Of course, it depends what bacteria is present, etc. On this one, you have a slim chance to probably dry it out, and I'll explain in a moment why, because subject number 3 is our problem. What we have in here is a lovely, good quality Cloud 9 underlay, and the problem we have is that this underlay has got 2 skins. It's got a skin of plastic that sits this side, and it's got a skin of plastic on the other side. Now what would happen is this underlay would not dry out because this plastic locks the water into the foam in the middle of the underlay, and that thing will start to smell really bad and you won't be able to remove the moisture from it. So if you, and let me come back to this one, what I mentioned earlier. This one on the other hand might also dry out okay, but it might take a while because what we have here is rubber, and the rubber has got paper on the back, and this is usually installed this way around on the floor. So this rubber might lock the water in on the paper underneath, and again have the same problem. So my advice would be, first of all, you have an escape of water. The most important thing to do is stop the flow of water, absorb as much as you can, and then phone your insurance company. Advise them what has happened. And then once you've done that, you can lift the edge of the carpet and look at the underlay. When the underlay is something like this that has a skin of plastic that stops it. Advise your insurance company that you fear that there might be smell coming from this and get the approval that you can lift the carpet out. Because you want to remove this from your home so that your floor can dry, otherwise it's going to stay wet for a very long time. It's going to smell really bad. So what I would advise, before you throw anything away or cut anything up, speak to your insurance company if you have contents insurance. Or anything that covers your home. So then they can give you the go ahead and say, listen, that's fine, remove that. And of course, if you have any questions about anything I've talked about now, please let me know and I'm more than happy to answer that for you. My name is Pierre from Art of Clean. I'm passionate to help you as much as I possibly can. Don't hesitate to get in touch. You have a safe day. Bye now.